Hi there! Today we're going to be making a chicken sushi roll, and I'm going to be using a silicone mat. It's a brand new thing for me. I hope that for those of you that are not so much into fish, you enjoy the chicken roll. If you've seen me make sushi before, you know that I use a bamboo mat inside a Ziploc bag normally. I found this silicone mat and I thought this is going to be great. It's going to save me a lot of Ziploc bags, and I can just throw it in the dishwasher and hopefully come out really great. You can pretty much make a sushi roll with anything that you want, anything that you like, obviously. And I thought chicken and avocado was a very great combination. So I'm just gonna do as I normally do with fish. Use the same seaweed or nori. For the filling, I'm going to use cooke chicken breast, avocado, green onions, jalapenos. I also had some leftover caramelized onions, so I'm gonna try that. And a little mayo, a little sriracha, and that's pretty much it. And sushi rice, of course. The recipe for the sushi rice, you can find it below in the descriptions. And I've shown how to do the sushi rice on another video if you want to check that out. It's pretty simple. You just follow the recipe and it should come out okay. So we start by spreading the rice on the nori sheet. With this, I always recommend to do it very lightly. Don't press the rice because later when you roll it, it's gonna be pressed again. And when handling the rice, you have to either have a bowl of water near you or the sink because it just sticks everywhere. Let's start with the chicken. And the tendency is to put it in the center. I think it needs to be closer to 1/3. Because when you're going to roll it, you want to have as much space to tuck it in as possible. I tend to put too much avocado in the rolls, and then they try to squeeze out when you roll it, so I have to be careful not to overdo it. I'll add a little mayo. I like to use the cooke brand. It's a Japanese brand, and you find it at the Japanese markets. And of course, a little sriracha. I'm going to add caramelized onions only because I happen to have them, and I have no idea if it's going to work. I think it will, so we'll see. If you like it spicy, add some jalapenos or any other hot peppers that you may have. I'm going to add green onions to give it a little crunchiness. You could add sesame seeds, carrots, anything you feel like. Turn it around because this is the end that you need to start rolling it at. As you notice, I left a little bit of the nori without rice, and that'll help seal it at the end. And let's see if this silicone mat works as well as the bamboo. Just do it slowly and press the filling against the rice as you roll, otherwise it'll just lay flat. It looks like it's working. So far so good. As you roll it, you pull the mat out, so you don't want to roll the mat inside the roll, of course, and just keep at it. Press it, but not too hard. As I suspected, the avocado was going to pop out, so just push it back in. Now I'm going to wrap this with plastic wrap, and I'm gonna let it rest for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. You don't have to, you can cut it right away if you want to, but I like to let it rest just so it settles a little bit. And of course, the plastic wrap is not cooperating. I just have to pry it out and see if we can get this done. I wanted to mention that because everything that we're using in preparing this roll is cooked, you don't have to worry so much about wiping the board constantly. Although you may end up with little pieces of nori in between the rice and pieces of rice here and there. It should not be a problem as far as food safety is concerned. It's time to unwrap the roll. I'm not going to take the plastic completely off. I'm going to leave it on top. And that will help keep the slices intact as you cut them. To cut the roll, you just have to make sure that you have either a very sharp knife or a serrated knife. I find that with the serrated knife, you don't have to be wiping the knife constantly. It seems to work the best for me. When you're removing the plastic wrap, just have to make sure that every piece of plastic comes out. Make sure don't leave anything on the roll, sticking to the nori. And that's pretty much it, ready to serve. Of course, you can add anything to the plate to make it look prettier, maybe some ginger slices, some cilantro, or some of the onions that you've used. I must say that the silicone mat worked out really well. I think it's going to be really easy to clean and store. So if you were wondering, now you know it works. And if you come across one, now you can buy it and enjoy sushi making. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. I tried a piece and the caramelized onion worked really well. It's delicious.